Hello everybody, welcome back to this episode of Toronto Real Estate. And my name is Julio Mendez, and we have here the wonderful Carole Murphy.
Carole Murphy, yes, wonderful. I like it.
How are you doing, Carole?
I'm living the dream. I'm absolutely living the dream. I'm waiting for the dream to stop.
There you go. Or to start. What do you
Or to start, yeah, well, you know what, I'm living it, so it's already started.
Exactly. So we're in the second week of August. How are you feeling the real estate market so far?
Well, from the Toronto Real Estate Board, they tell us that they had an increase in sales, which is nice. I haven't been seeing it myself in our area. We're in Etobicoke. But I understand there was an increase in sales, a very slight increase, which is hopeful, but not that promising.
We just saw a little bit of a blip of activity. I mean,
that's right.
Our admin was reporting that we had good amount of sales coming in these two first weeks. Better than July, I think. No?
Yes, I think it has. In the last week or two, sales have increased somewhat. Maybe buyers are coming out of the woodworks, deciding that the prices are bottom out. I don't think we'll really see that until we enter the fall market, which should be mid-September.
Exactly. So yeah, according to TRREB, we've had the best July since 2021. So is that a stretch?
Well, is it a stretch? That's a stat.
That's a stat.
Does it apply to all of us? I would say not. But
well, it's been certainly 3 slow years, right? So I would think even 2021 was still pretty
It was
active.
better, exactly.
Yeah.
It was better than it is today. But we still got a long way to go. And until sellers get real about the prices and the buyers come out from hiding, we're not going to get anywhere. And the buyers are still waiting for the prices to drop, believe it or not.
So according to TRREB July stats, 6,100 sales occurred, which, you know, when you think about it, well, 6,000 is a lot, but the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board is now a huge board. And, you know, it covers Toronto, Peel.
It's encompassing a lot of the areas.
So large.
Yeah.
You can go to Barrie, and you can even list. I don't know. You can list in Windsor. You can list in London. You can list anywhere. You can actually take an international listing and bring it to the Toronto MLS system,
Which has always been.
Yeah,
We've always been able to list anywhere.
Right, so we can list anywhere in the world as long as we have the proper documentation. And just having 6,100 sales compared to 17,613 new listings. So that is a huge split between the new listings and the sales.
Absolutely, it's so disproportionate. So the listings are insurmountable, and people are just, there are so many listings, it's even too many for buyers to look at. They can't even handle looking at all those listings. They're overwhelmed. It's like having your email inbox overwhelmed. And that's exactly what's happening to buyers. When you set up a prospect search and you send them a search for certain criteria that they thought they would like to have, and then they get inundated. And after a while, they stop looking at them. There's just so many to look at. So, you know, a balanced market is the best market. Right now we have a buyer's market. And until that settles down, I don't know where it's all going to play out.
I don't know if I've said this, but one of the new features that we have with Realm, which is an MLS system that us realtors use, was the great feature was that we can send instant listings. So as soon as that listing hit the criteria and went online, your client could get it immediately.
That's right.
Now, when they cancel on Realist, before you know it, there's 10 emails that go out, like you were saying, and I have clients that suddenly I see that they've, you know, decided to mark it as a spam or to disconnect because they're seriously getting inundated with so many listings, especially condos and whatnot. So average sale $1,051,000, which is apparently minus 5.5 year over year. How are you thinking in terms of prices coming down?
Well, I think that if you talk to the sellers, the prices are bottomed out. But if you talk to the buyers, they're still waiting for the prices to bottom out. Economists are saying the prices have to come down, or some are saying the prices is not the prices, but overall the prices still need to come down till the buyers can come back into the market. I mean, they're going to pay a higher interest rate than they were a few years ago. No longer is a 2% interest rate hanging around, and that was never a real number. So that was never an interest rate that was sustainable, never. And a lot of people bought at their max and put every cent they had into it, and they had a 2% interest rate, and now it's their time to renew, and they're in trouble. So
Yeah.
we're at a sustainable interest rate right now. Prices are dropping somewhat, and it's just waiting for the buyers to come back and have the confidence to come back into the market.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like I was mentioning to you before, I come from Mexico, right? And when you buy a property in Mexico, you know that term is actually set, right? So if you buy, let's say, actually Mexico has high interest rates, like 7 or 8%, and you know that monthly payment is going to be the same for the 30-year term or 25-year term. Here, it's a roulette. Every 5 years, you don't know what you're going to get, right? When we first bought our condo, I said to my wife, let's go fixed. I don't like to be guessing, right? And then we overpaid, and then we went, we bought our next property, and then we were variable. And the prices started going out. And even when we bought, we were already midway up. So I said, we might get 1 or 2, and that's it. I think it went 4 times more, and then we fixed for, we ended up locking in for 3 years at 5.89, and that's what we're having till today. And when you think about it, I think we ended up paying like, I don't know, $1,000 more altogether, which then adding to property taxes, which we've been getting strangled by the city of Toronto, right?
Well, strangled.
Well, it was 9%, 2 years ago, and this year is like another 6.5%.
The city of Toronto, for years, hadn't raised their taxes, their property taxes, and that was the problem. Our infrastructure is crumbling because they didn't invest. You need to pay more taxes in order to have the money, the funds, for our infrastructure, our roads, our schools, our homeless people, everything. I mean, our homeless people are not infrastructure problems, but that for years the mayors, God forbid, they want to raise the taxes and offend the electorate. And finally, Mayor, what's her name?
Olivia Chow?
Thank you. Mayor Chow. Mayor Chow has raised the taxes, and she's going to have to keep raising the taxes. And we just need those funds to run the city.
I actually, every time they announce a tax increase, I write to my counselor.
Oh, God.
Which, by the way, I never get a reply.
Good luck.
Right? But I always oppose, because I'm like, hey, you raise taxes, and then what ended up happening? Immediately they raise themselves their salaries.
Yeah.
And they made deals with the unions. So that's it. All the money gone. Right?
Well, they gave themselves a nice increase, which the city councillors, but that was, again, that shouldn't have happened. But we need to raise the taxes, and that's just the reality. And it's hard for the seniors and people that are on a fixed income when taxes are increasing. They've got groceries increasing, they got their property taxes increasing. All they get is their old age security, maybe a pension. It's very difficult. But unfortunately, we have to raise the taxes.
Okay.
So you better buckle down.
Like it. I'm still.
And who doesn't like it? Well, that sucks.
I'm still going to be fighting back and writing.
Well, that's your right to fight back.
Yeah.
But
hopefully they'll reply to me one day.
They're not going to reply to me. So real estate. So let's go to real estate. So what we have here is a market that's a seller's market, and until the economy settles down, we can foresee it staying. A buyer's market, I apologize. It's a buyer's market, and until the economy settles down, I cannot foresee any significant changes in that.
We have the CMHC, the Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation Summer Outlook for 2025. They're saying that the prices are going to drop nationally 2% in 2025, with obviously having the bigger declines in Ontario and BC. Do you think 2% is that? That's obviously going to be more than that here, depending on where you are.
It depends on what location you are. But I know for the Toronto and the GTA, it's 2%, it's going to be greater than 2%.
Yeah, areas like Windsor and everything close to the border,
Exactly.
even more,
Yeah.
right? Like they just, the car industry, right? And there's a lot of car industry, I guess, companies
Related
in
Well,
that side of the
and we're
border.
just seeing the beginning of the layoffs, right?
Exactly, which is scary. Trade tensions. Obviously, we didn't get our deal so far, so nothing right now with the U.S. government. Slower immigration, rising unemployment. So we just spoke about that. That means slower housing activity. Can we get any slower than this?
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
Well, again, until we all have some confidence, whether we're buyers, sellers, if I own a corporation, it doesn't matter. We need to have confidence. And right now we're lacking confidence, nationally, internationally. And until we get back on track and have some stability, it's going to be a rough road. And we should all just hunker down, curb your spending, cut down as much as you can. And,
Yeah.
we will work through this.
Yeah.
We're Canadians and we're strong.
There is still a lot of people that still need to move regardless, right? And so the best advice would be talk to a professional real estate agent, right? There's still opportunities. If you're a buyer, right, talk to one of our agents here at Royal LePage. We have excellent agents. There are very good opportunities out there, right? I'm not saying you're gonna go and super lowball somebody, but there's still some inventory that is in good value, right? That you should look at it, and then if that actually moves your needle, then take action. What do you think about that?
Yeah, of course. There are people that are needing to buy something, and maybe they're getting married, they're having a baby, getting divorced, new to the country, whatever it is. But there's lots of opportunity there for you. Some sellers may not be that motivated, and you can give that a shot with an offer. Or you may find some seller that's truly motivated for whatever reason they have to sell, and you may get a nice sweet price on that property. But going on with all the lowballs, which are seeing a lot of lowballs happening,
Yeah.
sellers are getting offended quite often.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you offend them, you're not going to be able to do anything. But if you work the numbers, right, with your agent, with your professional agent, there's still good opportunities out there. And I mean, we're not predicting that suddenly, like the CMHC is saying here, they expect a gradual recovery in 2026. It's not going to just suddenly go up like at a fast rate, but you can still find a good opportunity now. And I would say, talk to a real estate agent, professional real estate agent that can guide you. And if you're ready to make the move, do it.
Yes, a realtor that is knowledgeable and honest and will work 100% on your behalf. And that's what you need. Somebody who will take care of you from the beginning till the end of the transaction.
And by the way, these days it's taking a little bit longer to do those transactions. I just did a transaction. I think we were working for at least 4 or 5 months, right? So that's the thing. A professional real estate agent is not going to push you to commit to something.
No, and no more should they.
Yeah.
If a realtor is working on your best interest, you're a team. And what's most important, that you, the consumer, walk away in a positive feeling, positive mode. You're happy and you feel like you got a reasonable deal. Okay? Not that you stole any property, but that buyer and the seller walk away reasonably happy. And I think that's all you can expect to be, is reasonably happy. Okay? But the thing is to choose a realtor, decide if that's the right realtor for you. Not every realtor is going to work with you. That is going to be a good fit. You want a good fit. Someone that you can trust and is knowledgeable and will stay with you and take care of you and work in your best interest. That's what's most important.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Take care.
Enjoy, everybody. All the best. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.